Hey guys, be sure to like me on Facebook and follow me on Instagram for extra content you won't see here. Click the links in the description below.
Hey, what's up everybody? Rivera94 bringing you another action figure review. Today we are looking at the Bandai Tamashii Nations Avengers Infinity War. This is the SH Figuarts Iron Man Mark 50 from the new movie, of course. This has me excited. It looks so great so far through the packaging, and I've just been excited for it ever since I saw the movie. I've really liked this armor. It looks great, and it's Tony using his new tech. It looks like the tech that Black Panther uses in Wakanda, but I don't believe they even met. But it's very similar in the way that they put it on. So the box looks great. The side of the box shows a picture of Iron Man, and then the other side shows pretty much nothing, just words. And then the back, we got to look at the figure in some various poses there. So this is up on BigBadToyStore.com if you guys were wondering. So without further ado, let's get him out of the box and see how he looks. I knew Bandai was going to knock this one out the ballpark. Finally, long awaited for me, the Iron Man Mark 50 from Avengers Infinity War. And as always, Bandai does a great job with Iron Man figures. It's like their specialty now. They just perfect it every time they make one. I love this figure so far. I mean, the paint is perfect. The paint looks great. It's super nice. It's nice gold, silver, blue, red. Everything came clean. I do have a nick on the torso of mine. Unfortunately, of course, with my luck, I get a nick on the torso. But other than that, everything looks great on the figure, and the accessories are pretty cool. So let's get right into it right now. Let's take a look at what he comes with. Start with the good stuff. He comes with his cannon that we saw in the movie. This looks amazing. This looks great. I really like how they executed this right here. I love the effects that they added in there. They didn't need to do that, but they did. That looks good. The paint, just look at it. Just look how nicely painted it is. Bandai went ahead and did a great job here. I like this one a lot. And then we do get another cannon right here that goes on his left arm. This one shoots a little cannon from the top there, and it's very weird how they did this. I'll show you in a second how you attach these to his arms. Now let's get on to some similar effects that we're used to seeing with Iron Man SH Figuarts. Same effects, just different color. They went blue this time. These are for the feet. Then we got long repulsor blasts for the hands. Then we have the shorter repulsor blasts for the hands as well. Speaking of the hands, we have fists that are on the figure already. The long straight hands that we're all used to seeing. Of course, the pegged hands with the peg there so you can put the blast effect. And then just regular open hands with no peg. Then there's this little peg here that I believe attaches to one of the cannons. And this cannon actually separates here. You can see the forearm here, and then you attach one of the hands. I believe this comes off too. Yep. You attach the hand, then you place this back in, and then this back on, and then you attach it to his arm. So very cool. I actually had to read the instructions for this one. I didn't really know, but it tells you everything in the instructions, so make sure you read it in case you are confused. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and try to attach this. So we're going to separate it up. And I'm not sure if it's a fist that's supposed to go in there, but we're just going to use the fist that's on the figure right now. Alright, so the forearm comes apart. So everything comes apart on this thing, and that makes it easier to attach whatever hand you want to put on. And then we're going to put the arm back in, just like that. And then the cannon effect, right there, and the bottom piece. So there you go. You can't even see the hand in there, but they went ahead and did that, which is cool. Makes it more accurate. And then we'll stick it into the forearm. So what you do here is take off the forearm that's already there. There is this peg. Will match perfectly onto this peg here, and we'll get it in. Just like this, and that's how you attach the cannon onto Iron Man. And once you have it on, you can see that when you put his arm forward, it's actually sideways, and there's not a swivel at the forearm there, so you're gonna have to swivel the bicep to get him to shoot it correctly right there. So you can see that's how he would shoot the cannon, like that. Alright, so let's attempt to do the other forearm. This one should be easier. This one just comes off just like that, and then we should be able to put another hand on there. So we'll just take it from the previous forearm and we'll put it on here. So there's that, and then this one should just, and there you have it, just like that. You're gonna have to swivel the forearm again to get him to shoot it. But it doesn't seem like any of these effects will work for it. I mean, it'll sit there, but it's not meant for it. It's not going to peg in there. And then this, I thought it was for the cannon. It looks like you can put it on there because of that. Let's see. This is not meant for this, no. This is actually meant for his back. So if you take a look at his back, you can see this piece right here. This actually comes apart, and that comes apart there. You stick the peg into his back, and then this should be for a flight stand. Get him to fly in the air if you have one of the SH Figuarts flight stand, which this one does not come with one, which is weird that they pretty much give you a peg to get him flying, but they don't give you a flight stand. But there you go, that's what that's for. It's not for his blaster like I thought. Alright, so that's all his accessories. Very cool. I'm really liking the fun factor in the guns and cannons that they gave him. Now, let's look at the figure real quick. Do you guys notice how his arms are kind of like, they're kind of going out there, and I mean it can't bend back, and I think it has to do with the fact that they did this new thing here with the forearm swap, so it's kind of sticking out, so it's kind of weird. Can't go any more to the body, so that's weird. His head swivels left and right. It goes up a lot, which is common in these figures for Iron Man, so that's good. It goes down a lot too. The arms go forward and back 360 degrees. They go in and out, so that's cool. There's no shoulder guard hinge or anything like that because it's attached to the shoulder here, because the design of the armor, I suppose. And then there is that shoulder socket in there too. Right there you can see that little piece rattling inside there, so that allows for more movement. We do have that bicep swivel, which we just looked at, so that is very important for the cannon, so that's nice. There's a double joint to the elbow, and then, well, that comes off. The wrist, it's only a ball joint, so it swivels, and that's about it. I mean, it goes, you know, it doesn't hinge. I don't count that. So that kind of sucks when you're trying to get him to blast. You really can't get him to blast until you put on this hand right here, because with the pegged hand, they angled it. So there is no hand guard. I did notice that, the swapping of the hand guards. I guess this armor really did away with that, so that's cool. Going down to the torso, it swivels right here, goes all the way around, so good motion there. Very nice. You can see that it even gets a little ugly in the back, but let's hide that. The abdominal area has a separate piece there, so it lets you crunch him around a lot. He does swivel a little bit down below. Legs go forward and back. They go in and out. They also drop down, as you just saw. And the thighs are on a ball joint, so you can actually move the thighs like this, like in and out. And that's how it swivels. There's a double jointed knee. Then the ankles are on a hinge. It goes forward and back. They pivot. They swivel, and there is a toe hinge. And also noting that it is die-cast feet once again for Iron Man. We're going to take a closer look at the armor and just admire how fantastic they painted this figure. Very clean. Here is that little nick I did mention right there. So it's a little spot on the torso, which can become a little bothersome, but it could be worse. There's the rest of the armor there. Very nice. I love the design of this armor, and they did it really well on the figure. There he is next to the most recently released Japan exclusive stealth armored Mark III Iron Man, just for height, size, and look comparisons. Alright, so let's get him next to Captain America from the same line of figures, the Avengers Infinity War version of him. And that's how he stacks up next to him. It looks like Cap stands a little taller than Iron Man here. And then Iron Spider, also recently released last month. And there is Thanos out of frame. There you go, let's get him in frame, and you can just see how Thanos towers over Iron Man. So very nice scaling here, I like that. It looks good. Now, one final comparison, the one that most of you guys are probably curious about. Get ready, prepare yourself for this one. This is the Marvel Legends version of Mark 50, and look at the difference. I mean, night and day. It's the same armor, the same Mark 50, but clearly, as always, you're getting what you're paying for. Of course, the scale is going to be taller on Hasbro's Marvel Legends, but sacrifice a little height for some better paint and articulation and accessories, and you're going to get yourself an awesome Mark 50 Iron Man figure right here. There's just no comparison here. And you know I had to do it. This is the Mark IV SH Figuarts alternate Tony Stark head, and it does not exactly fit on. Seems like Bandai didn't want us to do this. When you remove the head, the neck doesn't come with it like normal. It's just the head and the neck stays attached, and the neck is very difficult to take apart, so I don't even want to attempt it. And then the head's just sitting on there and it's half open. You can see the line between the front face plate and the back, and it's just sitting there, so it doesn't look too good. But when you put it in the front like this, you can't really tell. It looks okay. If any of you guys were on the fence about this figure, I can say that I think it's worth the pickup, even though we've gotten a lot of Iron Mans before, which I am not upset about at all. I'm glad we're getting as many Iron Mans and all the armors that have come out in the movies. This figure came out nice, and it has to do a lot with the fact that he comes with these two blasters and cannons that he uses in the movie for sure. It still bothers me that his arms are like this, and you can't really, there's not really a solution for it. You can overlook it, then this is probably one of their best Iron Mans. And there's no denying that he looks great next to the other SH Figuarts Avengers figures. I say don't pass up on it. This figure's a lot of fun. Hope you guys enjoyed the review. Leave a like if you did leave a comment. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. And as always guys, I'll catch you in the next one.